Hey, how you doing? Uncle Mike here, back on the construction site. So anyway, we got trusses being delivered for the roof. We've got the water lines being ran. We've got the garage doors framed in on this one. So anyway, let me give you a quick view. Again, some of the things that I'm gonna say to you, I hope it helps you out. And let's just see where we go. All right, this one, we got the garage doors being framed in. They'll cut these flaps off up to the header. So this plywood, you'll see it'll get cut right there all the way across. And yeah, nice garage. Nice, they got it all tied together so that way all the walls stay straight when they set the trusses. They're probably going to set the trusses tomorrow. But yeah, this flooring's all done. They're starting to stud up some of the bedrooms. To me, this is going to be nice. But one of the big no-nos on a construction site is right here. See these nails sticking up? Absolutely not. You cannot do that. You cannot leave nails sticking up, even when you leave the job site. Somebody's going to step on one of those on accident, and you know where that goes. But yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along nicely. Take a walk around the outside here. One of the things I like to see is the plywood. This plywood, this OSB sitting outside, that should be covered. I know that it's still got a chance of getting wet when it's on the building, but some of the things you should do is cover that up. So this part right here where this nasty concrete is all this is fill concrete. So this is probably where the porch is going to be, and this is where the front door is going to be. So that's just filled in. It's a little sloppy for my taste. I like to finish it off because if you ever have to get underneath there, guess what? The guy kneeling or crawling under that's not going to be happy. But anyway, it's just a fill-in. I'm just a little picky. Again, I like to see black tar on the basement. You can see there's no window here. I mean, one of the things I like to do right away in construction is fill this all in. Number one, for the safety of the guys building the house, they don't have a chance of twisting an ankle. And on this particular house, we have already got the gas line ran. So on the gas service, you can see there's this little yellow wire. This little yellow wire, they hook a locator on it, and it'll tell them exactly where this bad boy's going. So they would hook their locator on here, and guess what? Yellow means gas. And I guarantee if we had a locator right now, it would be right here, right under here. So, back to the house. So obviously they still got to put Tyvek on here. They got to tidy up the corners. Again, I could preach this all day long, but if they don't do it, they don't do it, is get this backfilled. I still like to see black tar on the wall. Again, tarps are cheap. This stuff should be covered when they leave. Wood does warp. I understand when you're building a home that it's going to get wet, but the less it gets wet, the better off you are. Again, all this should be filled in before the lumber's dropped off. You want this to be no trip hazards. You want it pitched. You want the water pitched away. Again, 2x6 outer walls. Back in the day, they were 2x4. We got that 12-foot basement ledger board right there. 12-inch ledger board. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Again, I always like to see rubber membrane on all the doors and windows underneath to help keep them from rotting. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it, but just to help you guys out, some of the things you need to see and know. Again, here's a finished egress window. So This is a fiberglass egress window, and I'm thinking these little ledges are what they're going to consider safety stairs. I always like to buy a, at one of your big box stores, they sell a ladder that you can put in here. It's pretty nice looking. I also like to see a drain in here that goes to a French tile around the outside. This is all sand where I'm showing these videos, so they might not need it. But if you're in your clay, you definitely want a window drain, and you want it connected to your French drain. So a French drain goes all the way around the bottom of the house, goes into the sump pump. So I suggest asking that question. Again, treated wood. This is treated wood where it's in the concrete for the egress window so they can get out. But anyway, so you're kind of going to know what's going on here. You could see where the water could set right there. Like again, I could preach this over and over and over, but it's nice to have a finished grade when you start construction. Here's one over here that they got the egress window in, and that sticky tape that I was telling you about is here. They got it around the seal of the window, and it looks like it's on the bottom. So you definitely want to see that if you're walking and watching your house being built or etc. But you don't want to see that. That gutter is where the dirt should be, pitched away from the house at all times. I like to see this done immediately. We got a pile of sand over there. Get this done. You just definitely don't want that issue. And some contractors will say that, well, we're just testing it to see if it's going to leak. Well, you know what? Just get it done. Do it right. You definitely want to do it. So in between these two houses, the way that this should be done, these should 45 degrees off the house and either pitch to the road or pitch to the backyard. Never towards the house. Never. So on this particular house, they got the driveway poured, and this little ordeal right here is a smart design. So somebody was thinking. So instead of putting a gutter so the water is trapped right here, or if the water gets in there and freezes, it could pop the sidewalk. Guess what? They went under the sidewalk. You can see it right there. Smart move. Smart move. Anyway, so that's construction. That's fourth or fifth video here on this construction site. We're going to take a look at a couple more. Hopefully some of the things I'm telling you guys is helping you out. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would know this, but you know what? Why not? Why not give knowledge? Knowledge is power, right? If it's something that, say, hey, I seen this in Uncle Mike's video, I'm going to ask the contractor about this. You know what? This video is worth it then, because your headaches could be big if you don't do some of this stuff. Pitching the water away from your house, huge, huge. I'm going to take a look at another one over here that they started pitching it away from the house. So, yeah, I'll send it to you. Stay tuned, subscribe. I got you. Uncle Mike's got you. Anybody's got you, I got you. Peace.